Slept my earring up. All right, let me get this started. Let's get it started. I'm trying out the new margin feature. I ain't gonna lie. It's tough. It's tough. Hold on. Make sure y'all can hear me. It's tough. Play, y'all can hear me. And it's good. Called out the calls from the low of day. Look, look at this, man. Look at this. Look at this. Hold on. Let me all right, I'm sending everything out. What's up? What it do? All right. All right. So I think y'all should be able to hear me now. Y'all should be good. But yeah, man. Yesterday was annoying because it took forever to actually get that dump. So look, basically what I went over yesterday, right? We talked about in bull markets, we need this, right? People always care, they're like, oh man, markets, blah, 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 blah. But they never consider, oh, hold on. They always forget about this part right here, right? People always forget about the pullback. They always freak out. It's the top, it's over, it's over. But you need these in order to have these. Remember, you need these pullbacks in order to go legs higher. So even if we don't go leg higher, this was still just a breakout retest zone. All right, look, bang, 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 bang. All right, previous resistance, flipped into support, popped, and as far as we know, you know, as far as we know, that's what I was saying yesterday in the video. As far as we know, it's just a little pullback, right? And even if it wants to go lower, that's fine. But it's gonna pop first. Why? Because we popped, right? Breakout, retest. Even if it doesn't go high, right? Even if it doesn't clear this range in here, even if it just does like this and then rolls back lower, that's fine. Because now we'll have a high and a lower high set. And then we'll be able to look for either equal lows or a lower low, which would come down and fill the gaps, right? So either way it goes, you still can profit. You still can make money on either side. That's the whole point of all this, right? The point is to get some money on, get some money on, get some Benjis. But yeah, right now, I actually posted this in the chat yesterday. All right, hold on. Let me show y'all. I posted this last night, right? I'm like, hold on. I'm not buying this. Mind you, if we was going to dump, we would have just dumped. Like, we would have just dumped something crazy. So I posted this, right? I'm like, look, this is all we did, right? We're inside this channel. All we did was get some aggressive selling, right? Boom. I said, hey, we can pop back in, hold this bottom. We'll come right back to the top, right up here, right? Because this was that recent support, right up in here. It's a 755, 756 level. And boom, would you look at that? Boom, would you look at that? You feel what I'm saying? Yeah, you feel what I'm saying? So you see how easy that was? It's just a matter of waiting, once we got the confirmation. Remember, we're in aggressive selling. Aggressive selling can't hold forever. We're in a bull market, right? We have major support at 749. In between 758 to 752. Really, that whole zone is just major support. That's why it kind of, sorry, it's in my eye. That's why it kind of took us a little while. We bottomed out here overnight. We spent the entire night, went higher, tried to test lower. We're going up, right? Then we got back into the white algorithm, the main one that's been holding us, right? The blue has kind of been holding us just between now and yesterday, but we kind of broke out of that one. That's why I'm like, if we do break this one, we'll just squeeze into go higher and then possibly take out this, what was this, around 756, 75, I think I said. So yeah, had to do it to him. You feel what I'm saying? Sometimes you just got to do it to him. We out here, yes sir. Yeah, y'all boys took the calls. Look, I told y'all, I said we can get it back in blood. I told the gang, I said, look, we finna going crazy on SPY tomorrow. Yeah. So now, like I said, we're just targeting Same levels we broke down from. So same levels from up here. First levels, of course, is right here, right? In between this and this, because this is where we had the bounce. We couldn't really get back above, or we played around with it, and then we dumped from here. So we do expect a little, a little BS in here. Unless, of course, it just wants to is it squeeze. So basically all I'm waiting for now is to get a pullback so I can actually roll some more. Because today's the day they took away the PDT. So I actually put money into like a margin account just so I could play around with it. I want to, see how it feels. Yeah, because the 25,000 rule was crazy. Like, bruh, that's just dangerous. All right, yeah. So now we get to pull back into the zone. This would be nice. We caught in the video too. The video was gorgeous. We caught in the video from right here to high of day. Right here. Once the video popped, we were like, all right, cool, it should take SPY with it. Mind you, look where we are, right? Remember, when in doubt, zoom out. This was old resistance, right? Resistance here, resistance, resistance. We finally broke above, right? Made a new high, came down to retest, popped. We didn't necessarily make a new high, but we did sell at 730 because it's the level we were looking for. So we sold those, and then we just came back to the same level. So if this were to hold, right, it's going to at least try to test this first before it goes lower. You feel what I'm saying? So we would need, even though it broke down, we would need a what? A breakdown retest. So even if it's gonna go lower from here, we still took those calls down here because we knew we needed the retest, right? So and that's why we have runners, let them bitches go, because I think they're up what 65% now or something like that. Yeah, 65%. So you got runners, we already smacked high day, sell them, let them run. And then like I said, if it wants to roll lower, doesn't matter. We're not looking for that, right? We're only looking for the retest. So if it does want to squeeze, then good for us. Our runner will catch it. Now it's kind of just chopping. I don't know what now is on. It ain't really doing that tenure. Yeah, it's not really doing nothing. I mean, it's getting higher closes, so I mean that's good, but it's not really going nowhere just yet. Look, turn off the wicks. It's just kind of teetering. All right, breakout, a retest, but yeah, you need this to just push above this right here, right? Right it back above this. So in between this and this, what is this? 124. Around 124.50, right? You needed to break 123 and then get back up above this. Then it possibly can get another squeeze, right? Because now it's been going insane. So it's perfect little retest zone, right? You got a little breakout, you get a little pullback. All right, it's fine. Pullbacks are okay, but they have to continue. So hopefully we get another move up, possibly get a little squeeze going into Friday. Even if, right, even if it doesn't break the high and it rolls, you still, should get a bullish move just because we've been so bullish, right? If this is a bear flag or this is a bearish move, you would expect it to, kind of get a little continuing. Even if it doesn't end up breaking the low and it rolls over, you still would have to test the zone. So same rules apply. What's up with when does SpaceX, when is that shit yeah, video going? When does SpaceX, is they supposed to be IPO? Did they IPO yet, or what's up with that? Everybody keep asking me about the SpaceX. I caught a few 20-30% on SPY. It's free, no PDT. With great power comes great responsibility. Nah, facts. Peep SoFi. All right, 1 second. I tell you what, Microsoft been on BS. It ain't done nothing. What'd you say? SoFi. All right. SoFi fell out of that channel. Everything kind of fell out of the channel yesterday. That's why everything was such a no buy. You really just had to take those L's on our longs. I'd be forgetting they be touring the next door because I don't have a neighbor next door. I'm like, what is that noise? But yeah. So this one still looks good. You still got this huge range from those wicks. So realistically, if you can just get back above 17, this should be good, right? And then you have all of this space, middle zone, maybe retail. You know what I'm saying? You have all this space inside of this little hourly range that it gave us. And a lot of times the market does just give ranges. It does just be like, here you go. Oh, okay, SPY. We squeezing some more. Yeah. June 12th. Okay, okay, okay. Still. All right, yeah. SPY you should trim here. And then oh Lord, Jim Cramer just said Nvidia hanging in well. No, that's it. Inverse Cramer, it's over. It's over. Come on, Jim Cramer. Watch Jim Cramer call the top. Jim Cramer said Nvidia's doing amazing. God. We hit now in the morning for 40%. I still got a runner, but it's not really doing nothing. But it's a swing, so I'm gonna hold that runner for sure. Unless of course we just break down and then I say, okay, cool, just get out. But yeah, our original position, we hit our target. We hit that target 124. All right. We just didn't get any follow through. Kind of like how Tesla did yesterday. Tesla was stupid yesterday. I'm not gonna lie. It's over. Yeah, everybody's in the chat like it's over. Yeah, it's over. It's over. That's the top. It's over. It's all sold all Nvidia. Sold all Nvidia. 68%. Yep, I'm out. Sold that Nvidia. But yeah, no, this is Tesla yesterday. This was crazy. But we did hit the level. We did. And I sold, but my runners got stopped out. So I figured we would come up here. I'm like, what the hell? And then they just said, nah, we're not doing that. That's just crazy. Yeah, so this is good, right? Remember, this is good. Remember, we need pullbacks in bullish markets. We need pullbacks, bullish markets. We need pullbacks, bullish markets, right? We buy the pullback, right? We bought this pullback down here, right? We added more in this pullback right here. Boom, 110%. Took that profit. Now we got no PDT. Gonna roll that shit right back up. Speaking of rolling up, speaking of rolling up, hold on. Speaking of rolling up, son. All right, yeah, I'm up 40% still in these SPY calls for tomorrow. So initially when I got in, remember, anything's possible, right? We don't know for sure what's gonna happen, right? Even though, yes, we talked about this being a nice breakout retest. Of course, we talked about this. But again, we still don't know. Nothing's ever for certain. So I did grab one DT at open. Well, not at open, but once we kind of got that double bottom first. Grabbed my first position was one DTE 755s. Right. So those were the money I already sold them. Because I said I'm not having them trick me today. They will not catch me with something like this today. Absolutely not. So yeah, I grabbed the one DTEs because they're safer, right? And then once we kind of got that break, that's when I grabbed, more zero DTEs. And then I trimmed the original zero DTEs that I had for 755. And then I just rolled over and bought 760s and then just sold them as soon as we broke out of here. But yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like it's just easier when you position yourself and you can buy different strikes, instead of just going all in on zeros, right? Even if you still want to play zeros, if you think the move's going to be very quick, you can still play zeros, but you can throw your money into some ones too. That way you can catch more of the move, right? Because zero DTs from here to here, it went from like I think like 70 some percent to like 50 some percent. Literally that little ass move. But the one DTs, it barely moves like 4 or 5%. So you still wanna you can do what you want, but I'm just saying just so you don't get trapped like yesterday. Yesterday was terrible, right? I caught the puts, sold the puts, bought calls. I sold my first set of zeros, and then I was like, okay, we come down buying more. Bought more, and then we kind of played around. We started to push, and then they said, yeah, no, psych. So just buying time instead of zeros, because that last set of zeros, they barely moved, and then they just went instantly red. So instead of doing that, you just buy time. But I understand sometimes, it gets a little fun. It gets a little fun. You'd be like, man, F that. I'm going zeros. But, just to protect yourself, protect your capital. Yeah, yesterday was pretty wild. I ain't gonna lie. But yeah, so basically from here, where we sold off at, right? You just kind of want this zone to hold. So if this holds, all right, then we push to the next, which is our 5-day SMA. And this is our main target up here, is this 5-day SMA. Because if we can break this 5, right, then we're just gonna squeeze back up, make a new high, right? We had oh my, why does it look so zoomed in? See, can't be zoomed in, right? Higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low question mark. You know what I'm saying? So if we do break higher high question mark, you know? So you just want to set yourself up for it just in case it happens. Because obviously, like I said, we can set up a lower high, you know. It could just be like, hey, we test the 5. Yeah, we can't really do it. And then they smack it all the way back down, right? Roll it back down, or even just roll it back down to here and then buy up off of here, right? Or they roll it back down, close the gap, and now we have a high, a low, a high, and a new low. And that would officially start a bearish move, right? Not to say a bear trend because we're still bullish, right? We're still overall bullish, but possibly could lead to us coming to fill the gaps, maybe fill this gap, maybe test that 20 for once, right? We haven't tested that thing, and I don't think we've tested that the whole pump, to be honest with you. Oh wait, put that back. Put that back. Yeah, I don't think we've tested the 20 the entire pump. What other tickers y'all looking at? All right, Spy's kind of chilling right now. We don't need to watch this. Why can't I see my messages? I need to figure out how to put this on the other side. This is crazy. Yeah, what other tickers y'all want to look at? What was your fill for Spy? I don't even know. I don't really look at fills. How long do you normally spend in 0DT calls for Spy? It just depends on the move. It depends on what I'm looking for, right? If I'm looking for something like today, right? Today was a pretty simple day. Once we started to hold, our breakout zone, remember, this was overnight zone, right? Just balance range. If we were going to continue lower, remember, consolidation leads to expansion. So if we were going to expand to the downside, we would have either faked the up and then just absolutely cracked back down to 750, 748, or, expand to the upside, breakout, retest, push back up to our last known location, which was right here, 753. So because I was already looking for that 753, I was only in 0 DTs for this move. Bang. I saw the set of zeros. I held the one because, like I said, I still was looking for more upside. But for that specific play, I didn't want to get trapped underneath the zone, right? Because remember, we're not necessarily bullish until we got back above this support like we are now. Now, as far as we know, unless we lose it, then it's kind of you got to be scared again. But unless we lose it, we're back in that bull zone, right? We're back in the overhead buyers, right? It's overhead buyers in here. All we did was get a little dip below. So if we do hold the bottom of this, then we'll just rotate back to the upside. But obviously, when it comes to zeros, not everything happens instantly. So I didn't, I didn't want to be like, oh, I'm just hold these zeros. No, no, no. So I only stayed in the zeros for about 15. Yeah, really just this 15 minutes. Once that alert hit, I was out the zeros, right? Got a nice little push. My ones are still green. And I said, hey, well, as long as this isn't a trap and we don't slam back down, then there's no reason for me to really sell my 1DTs, right? Especially when you look at a higher time frame. And this is why I tell y'all, don't be trading on the 5. You can look at the 5, but don't take trades based upon the 5 because the 5 will do you bad. So yeah, see, look, 15 minutes. See how easy this is? Look, turn off the wicks. Look, see how simple that is? It's super simple. Breakout, retest, absolute squeeze. Retest, absolute squeeze, right? So I just got in, I sold my zeros, boom, waited, got back in some zeros, boom, sold them. You know what I'm saying? 100%, 100%. You know what I'm saying? Just wash, rinse, repeat, wash, rinse, repeat. So that's why when I say roll calls, when I sold my zeros here, I bought more 1DTs and 0 DTs with that same profit. Boom, 100% on the zero, smack that. So now what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna wait for a retest, whether it be here, whether it be here, right? If it comes here, I don't want to necessarily go that low because that's a little too low for me. But oh shit, what happened? What the hell just happened? But anyway, yeah. So I wouldn't want to necessarily want it to go past 754 for us. 753 is a little danger zone. But yeah, I'm out of zero, so it don't matter anyway. And I'm only holding the 1DTs that I already bought down here anyway. So those are still up 30 some percent. So I don't, you just all you're doing is just managing the position you have. And if you want, just roll them out, right? Instead of having to just be like, all right, I'm gonna buy zeros and I'm just hold them forever. You can always leave a runner, and that's what runners are for. Bang, step one, bang, step two. Now I'm not gonna be asking for step three and just keep thinking the market's just gonna go vertical. It can, but that's why we buy time, and that's why we take profit at our levels. Because basically what happened yesterday, you got the buy zone, right? You came down into the buy zone. You did pop, you double bottom and did pop, but it just ended up smacking, right? And like I said, some things you can't prepare for that. You don't know what's gonna happen, right? We all were expecting is to break, retest, and then continue to the 5. It didn't, right? It just didn't. There's nothing. There's no reason, and it just didn't happen. It is what it is. Market does whatever it wants to do. So because the market does whatever it wants to do, you don't want to just be overexposing yourself to zero DTs all the time. Zero DTs have a purpose, but the way I like to trade them is I will buy zeros and ones at the same time, right? So a perfect example was I think it was Tuesday. Yeah, Tuesday. Told everybody, I said, hey, it's a breakout retest. Let's get some calls. Right. That's all it was. That's all I was looking for. Let's break out, retest. Let's get some calls. Once we started to get the original move right here, bang, right here, right? Breakout. Yes, the don't look scary. Who cares, right? As long as we hold this level, then this is just a breakout retest, no matter how high it goes, right? So boom, breakout retest. I bought ones and zeros here. Sold my zeros as soon as we closed the gap. Once we got back above, I said, hey, now I'll get back more zeros. And then we end up printing more, right? So you can always get out and just wait for it to confirm. So you don't have to just be like, well, I'm gonna hold for the retest. And then you get smacked and now you're red. You know what I'm saying? So you got to manage your own positions, but you got to be smart with it, right? You got to know what you're looking for before you get in. You got to know, hey, this is where I'll get out, and then you just go from there. I sold for initial bump. I was so bummed out. Went back for the trades, caught 50, 40. Yeah, see, that's what I'm talking about. Yeah, see, that's what I'm saying. You can always go back in on the retest, right? Even if you don't catch the whole thing where it's like, ah, damn, what's going on. You said check Meta. Oh, now fake this out too. But we still got a little 40% on her. Meta's in the same zone, same spot I was talking about earlier when it comes to just the breakdown retest, right? So we did have the diamond bottom we already were looking for. We had that diamond bottom, right? The breakout was crazy. And it came down retest all the way, double bottom again, test the retest, and then just boom, break out. So now you just need it to hold in between here. If you can hold in between here, 30 minutes, hour, give it some time because it already had the opening push. I really hate when stocks have that opening push because it's like, come on, bro. Like, how are we supposed to, you know what I'm saying? Unless you was already in on the swing, how are you supposed to catch something like that? That's crazy. But yeah, so Microsoft, yeah, just hold 630. Anything above 630, any kind of bullish consolidation above 630, as long as it holds and it does start to make a new high, then you can aim for that 655 all the way up to 660. What is that? Nvidia? Hey, everybody clap it up for NVDA. Everybody clap it up for NVDA. All right, I'm gonna sell my runner here. 86%. Yeah, I gotta take that. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I gotta take it. Should we roll? Let me see. Hold on. Let me see if we should roll. Should we roll? So it's PDT, baby. No PDT. Buy whatever we want. Yeah, bro. 220s are only what? $90. Yeah, because it's flies. It's just gonna go right back up here. Yeah, we'll let this close. We'll let this close and then see. Oh, this motherfucker still got time. Damn, we might not let it close then. Yeah, because remember, all of this could just be a retest. You never know. Yeah, I'll go. I'm gonna take some lottos on this. Yeah, take some lottos. You know what I'm saying? Just in case. Just in case tomorrow we do get a recovery, right? Just in case it's just some sort of crazy, wild, volatile double bottom or something like that. So we'll take a couple lottos. But yeah, we'll wait for this candle to close. We'll come back and look at it. Meta, Okalo. We already did Okalo. That motherfucker ain't doing nothing. Yeah, ain't doing nothing. Yeah, this ain't doing nothing. Yeah, it's literally not doing anything. Yeah, it's not doing anything. It's crazy though because this was at once looking like a flag, and then it just got the fake breakout. That sucks, man. It's kind of like how Microsoft did. Microsoft got the huge move. We got a little 40%, and the runner is just straight to hell. Yeah, well, you would have wanted to see it, inverse head and shoulder off this. Bang, 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 bang. Right? You would want to have seen it fly through here, but I wouldn't personally touch Oklo at all unless it broke back above this candle, Tuesday's candle. I wouldn't touch this at all because even if it starts to push back above, they still could just smack it down. So I would definitely not touch Oklo on no longs. Absolutely not. Mm-mm. ONDS. I think we did that one too. Where's my other charts at? Am I tweaking? Hold on. Mm. Mm-mm. I was gonna say we know we can chart at Oklo. Yeah, Oklo's kind of doing that same thing. It's still in this range. Yeah, still in the range. It's at the bottom though. So if it does want to finally get a push, it's gonna have to push over that 65. All right. You have to push over that 65, 68, and then maybe you get a push back to 70, right? But even then, with all these sellers up here, you expect some sort of pullback first with that, like no matter which side it goes to. So yeah, I think a lot of stuff has just been pumping and dumping like a meme coin, like it sucks, like it does suck, but there's just no follow through right now. Even for just CRM, yep, CRM, no follow through, right? We just had the breakdown, and then it's headed back to these lows. So if it doesn't hold and somehow double bottom off of it, I think all this stuff is just liquidity grabs as of now. ONDS. Did we do ONDS? Oh yeah, we just did ONDS. Iran. We caught Iran. We did Iran for 100%. And he hit our target, 71. That's crazy. That's wild. Yeah. Iran pumping up just like everything else. Nasty work. If Iran does break back below this, it's over with. Hashtag it's over. It's so over. But I mean, in between here, it's kind of just it's not really doing much. It's still consolidating over this level. So you do have a breakout, but the thing is, you just want to see those breakout retests continue through. But it didn't, and that's why we didn't swing. We didn't end up swinging Iran. We took that profit just because I'm like, bro, I'm not gonna swing this, right? I'm not into all of this overhead support, right? I'd rather wait for it to break out, retest, and then get in that way. Because if you're swinging into known resistance, right? This is known resistance, you got to be very careful, right? This is all where all the sellers are sitting at, right? All the sellers for all time. Has it ever even been? No, this is all time high. So all the sellers are sitting up here. Um, I'm not necessarily trying to swing into that. Obviously, you can, you can do whatever you want, but I personally would want to see it hold this. Like that's why we ended up selling that day because I'm like, okay, even if it goes, we still need retest and we can just get on the retest. So if it doesn't hold, then it's like, you're really just watching it bleed out. You know what I'm saying? So you don't want to see it lose this channel at all, and definitely don't want to see it lose this lower 57 level. Yeah, you need some sort of catalyst or something to get this thing back going, and push it back out. But until then, it's inside of the range. Y'all know I don't trade inside of the range. Oracle, I liked Oracle. Oracle was fun. Oracle got the bounce. Yeah, see, Oracle got that shit overnight. See, you already have this pre-market, so as soon as the market opens, I can understand a push, right? Now look, same thing like SPY. All we're doing is coming right back to where that sell zone is, right? See, and this is why I said we take that profit off because now you have that breakdown, all right? But I'm not breakdown, but the breaking down from the level, I mean, right? Because look, this is the previous day we had all these sellers sitting here, so of course you would get some sort of pullback. Same thing over here, right? You have all these sellers who got stuck in here. Now you probably squeeze out some shorts, right? And then on whatever pullback holds, whether it be this pullback that holds, whether it be this pullback that holds, you just don't want to see it lose the zone. So as long as it holds any kind of pullback on a higher time frame, right, 30-minute or higher, then this one might be a nice, pullback to the upside. But if you already took it, definitely trim your profit up here, right? CN, what is this? Damn. CN's, yeah, CN's seeing the end. Yeah, it's definitely got the right name. CN. It is seen the end. So yeah, this is not good. This is not good at all for calls. For puts, beautiful. Right, you have a gap right here. Probably be the first target. You want to fill that gap. You got another little gap right here. So this would be your major support. If it does bounce in between here at all, right? Or if it just bounces from here. If it gets back above this trend line, then you can be good to probably come up to this upper gap, right? But yeah, you got lower gaps here, right? And then you have this channel breakdown. It's been going, and it topped out. Bang. All right. So this looks pretty normal. Looks about right. So yeah, if you were in shorts, beautiful. Take your profit though. You're coming towards, previous swing lows, right? Previous swing lows all in here. So all of this as far as you know, should be some sort of relief bounce, even if it goes lower. Unless, of course, it just gaps below it, then that's nuts, right? But everything usually sticks to the technicals. So in between here, right, be careful. I would take short profit if I was short. And if you wanted to start positioning into longs, you could probably watch for it, wait, make sure it does recover, and then you could probably go back up. But again, you can only trade what's in front of you. You can't trade the hope. You can't trade what possibly could happen. You have to trade what literally is happening in front of you. Let's check the video real quick, see what that's doing. All right, cool. That's kind of chilling. Yeah, all right, so this is good. This is what we want to see. Remember, 9 minutes left in this candle. We want to see a good close, right? Even if we get this pullback here, or if we just push out and get the pullback here, that's when we will go, attempt long, either attempt long down here, or if we can push attempt long once we break that, because we already know that 220 would be a magnet and all the cells sitting up here. All right. So the video's still looking good. If you got in with me down here, then yeah, you're golden. You don't even have to worry about it, right? You just set alerts and let that thing do what it do. CN, what ticker is that? Oh, this is probably coming in late. What stock is it? Check Uber. 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 Okay. Let me see. Hold on. I'm looking at some contracts real quick. Let me just look at a little sun real quick, man. Hold on. Give me a second. One second. One second. One second. Oh, 1 second. I'm on Miami Beach with a sweet 110. All right. All right. What was it? Uber. And yeah, too. Look, man, if y'all just you can spam tickers in the chat, like, because if we're waiting for a move, there's nothing we can really do right now anyway. We're waiting for this SPY to kind of lock in. Uber, okay. It is in a downtrend, so that is the only downside to this, but it do seem like it's kind of holding some sort of significant support. All right, you got your range already established, right? Roughly in between here and here. Yeah, so I mean, this don't look bad, honestly. Uber don't look bad. If you can get a breakthrough out of this channel, right? If not today, maybe tomorrow, maybe by Friday, boom, you get a nice little push above all of this, right? All this kind of middle zone. You get a push back above roughly 75. Let's just say 75. Push back above 75, right? You might be able to target that 80. But of course, it's still on the downside, so it could double bottom first, right? It could pop through. So you remember, you have to be aware of both sides of the trade. If you want to go calls, you have to be aware of the downside. You know what I'm saying? If you want to go shorts, you got to be aware of the upside. So right now it's kind of smack in the middle of a middle. So I kind of wouldn't unless and the thing is, if y'all want me to look at tickers, you can let me know if you're long or short, so that way I can kind of help you, guidance uh, with like, entries, because I never know what y'all are looking at. Like whoever that was just asked me for what was the one that was going down? CN. Yeah, like for this one, like, because if you were inputs, I'd be like, yes, congratulations, you're inputs, but make sure you trim, because I don't know what y'all are looking for specifically. So that's why I was saying, like, for downside, you definitely want to trim because you already cracked this swing low. See how it's kind of already kind of pushing back above it. What is that? Oh, Nvidia. Yeah. Nvidia paying us some more. Again, it won't stop. 50%. We just got in. Oh my God. We just got in. This is minutes ago. I love this shit. Yeah. I love this shit. I love this shit, man. Love this shit, man. Love this shit. All right. Yeah, so that was, yeah, we'll let that do its thing. Right. We already trimmed, let runners do whatever. If you go to 220, so be it. The 217.5s that I called out earlier, in the money. In the money. Is it too late to enter SPY? No, this is what we're looking for. Remember, we're looking for a pullback. Let's actually turn this back on real quick so we can see. All right, let's get some SPY entries. Yeah, so SPY is good above this, right? But you want to get it back above that 755, right? I mean, it's above 755, but you just want to see it push a little more, right? Because you don't know if it's just break down, retest, and it's going to try to go lower one more time, so you don't want to jump the gun when it comes to entries. The video, we're golden, though. The video, you can go ahead and take that profit, right? We already hit next target. Take that, you know what I'm saying? Roll it, take it and roll it. That's what we've been doing. Especially with the unlimited day trades now. Oh, what? Look, I started a little small account challenge. well, not small, but I started like the PDT account challenge. Oh yeah, count up 13% already, and I can just get back in. Like, come on, what? What was it? Somebody asked me about Tesla. Was it Tesla? Oh, fuck Tesla. I hate Tesla. I was just talking to one of my students. We were doing a little mentorship class this morning. He asked me, he was like, "How you feel about Tesla?" I was like, "Personally, bro, I hate Tesla. I will take it on certain moves. Yesterday, I did take it off the break, took it to the 230, and I was out at 230. I did leave a runner, but it got stopped out terribly. But yeah, bro, I just don't like Tesla. It's just stupid. Like, it don't be making sense half the time. Like, I'd be like, what the hell is going on? Right? It does the most dramatic move in the world. Like, look, mind you, you had a wedge already, right? You had a little wedge with a little cup and handle, and then it just decided, now I'm gonna shit the bed first, and then now I'm gonna go back, but then I'm gonna shit the bed again, but I'm gonna fake go back. You know what I'm saying? Like, this shit don't make no damn sense. Yeah, you got to trade Tesla on damn near the weekly chart. That's the only thing that really makes sense on Tesla. So I fucking hate Tesla. I don't do Tesla. CVS. Look at this real quick, and then let's get back over to SPY. Actually, I want to watch now. I still like now. I don't know why, but I still like it. Still like it. CVS. Oh, hold on. You might have just found something. This is what I'm talking about. This is why I love y'all, man. I need y'all to be, you know what I'm saying? Give me voice and give me some shit, man. We caught something. I forget what it was, but we caught something because of something somebody called out on here. This is good, right? All those downward selling channels that we've been seeing on all the other tickers, right? This is okay. Remember, we need right, hold on. We need this in order to get this, right? Remember, pullbacks are necessary in bull markets, right? You cannot have a next leg up if you never have this, right? If you never have this, you can never get that possible next leg up. And not to say it's going to just go to all-time highs immediately, but it's looking good so far, right? It's better looking now than it was before. So, oh, you already got a little break retest too? Okay. Yeah, you got a nice little profit zone too. Is there any gaps? Let's see if there's any gaps. I kind of like this. All right, no real gaps. But yeah, above these right here, above these daily wicks, you can get a close above this. This might be a nice little swing. Buy some time, of course. But yeah, this looks pretty decent. I'm not gonna lie. Volume's looking good, right? Nice little pump volume. The two red candles, the volume's lowering, right? So that means it's not a crazy sell. It's just maybe a little pullback. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I like this. My boy putting me on. This is what we're gonna do. We're gonna set an alert, right? Set an alert above high of day. Bro, you know what's crazy? I'm still using the free I'm still using the free what's it call it? The free trading view. I keep telling myself I'm gonna get the expensive package once the little 70% deals come out, but I just keep forgetting. Keep forgetting. All right, SPY. Let's see if we can get a good entry here. Let's see. We are holding this zone. All right, we have 50 seconds left in this candle. So this is looking good so far. How's the 30 looking, right? It's looking good, right? Remember, any kind of pullback in here, we're not really tripping. It looks pretty decent. We still want it. We still needed to break this though, right? We need to break this and not smack like that. We need a true break. Break, retest, take out the new highs, give us our target, 757. You feel what I'm saying? So actually, let's look at, instead of doing zeros, we could possibly try some ones instead, right? Because the zeros, they can go, right? Like you can start some zeros and just be like, all right, this is my lotto. You know what I'm saying? But when it comes to us already getting two nice legs up, you don't want to just be like, oh yeah, bull flag, market's gonna give us another leg up. You know what I'm saying? It's just it's not how that works all the time. So definitely want to wait for this, right? Boom, hold here. Then we can try some zeros here and some ones, right? And then if we do hit, get them zeros up out of here quickly, right? You get the zeros out, you trim those at all-time high, you trim them at our target, and then you leave runners if you want, but the 1 DTEs are gonna be what catches the true move if we, squeeze overnight or, gap up or whatever case may be. Because remember, inside of this, we still got some sellers because we're still in this bearish channel. You know what I'm saying? So you don't want to just be like, oh yeah, appreciate it, market guys. We finna just blow our bread. Like hell no, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, you can start ones, you know what I'm saying? But then once we break over, get that confirmation, then you can be like, all right, zeros. Because if you start ones, you know, that'll be you're still in it, so you're not necessarily missing the play, so you don't feel that FOMO. You know what I'm saying? But you don't have to just be chasing it. Yeah, here we go. We hit our main target. We sold those NVIDIAs. Now, anything else, we get another pullback, we make it leg higher, right? Or we break over and then just squeeze back up. So that's crazy though. Literally from here to here, the NVIDIA contracts did 50%. That's nuts. But yeah, so we got that alert on CVS. We'll actually move it to about right here where the candle closes at. So if you get back above here on CVS, I like this, right? Anything in the middle, remember, we don't diddle in the middle. Anything in the middle, because it's not directional. We only care about breakout, retest, or breakdown, retest, right? We only care about those two. Anything in the middle, not paying us. If it ain't paying us, it's wasting our time. So SPY, yeah, let's go ahead and look at some SPY calls. You could do, if you were going to do like a small position of zeros, you could do like, what's target? 756, 757. Now, you know what I'm saying? Nothing too crazy, but I'm going to do 1 DTEs, right? 1 DTE because they're cheap. They're not that much. You know what I'm saying? Plus, you don't need to go too crazy on them. You know what I'm saying? They're cheap. They're cheap. Plus, the upside risk is really good. You know, upside risk is okay. We don't have to, you know what I'm saying? We ain't got to be stressing on those zeros. But, you know, looking good. Break above this level, right? Get a nice little close. First target is what? High of day. That's going to be confirmation that this level is at least holding, right? Now we're going to need confirmation over that, of course, but that's just a good confirmation that this level is holding, right? Because we have this flag, but we're still in bearish momentum. So, you know, don't just go ahead and, oh, I'm going to grab all of them now just because you're getting this candle. Remember, we need the candles to close. Close. They have to close. If they don't close, then you're going to get a red candle and it's going to have an upper wick, right? So that's why I said you can get a starter in 1 DTEs, you know, right? Maybe I'm trying some 1 DTE 760s and 761s. You know what I'm saying? It's a little safer. I don't want to, mind you, we already caught this whole move. I don't need to catch the whole next move, right? It's just more so of a, if we're going to do it, we're going to do it. Mind you, 5 days right here. So this is obviously where I wanted to just come by the end of today. It's still early. It's 11 o'clock. You know what I'm saying? We got time. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, the zeros, you can use zeros if you want. You know what I'm saying? If let's say you already up a band and you want to go buy like, you know, 5 zero DTEs because they're only like 20 something bucks. So if you made a band, you want to go put a little 10% on some, you know, some little lotto gambles, by all means, do your thing. But if you're not up or you're not already green, you just don't take that risk. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to just be adding risk on, risk on, risk on. No, you want to risk off, risk off. Oh, oh, it's about time for a smoke break, y'all think? About time for a za break? Bizarre. Because we gotta let this play out anyway, right? We need this to close on a higher time frame anyway. So it doesn't even matter what it's kind of doing now, right? If it doesn't clear and close above this, then it doesn't matter. It's not ready yet. Remember, if it's not ready, you can always get back in. Same thing with this, right? It looks good, but it's just not ready yet, right? Not to say the play's over, but any consolidation in the middle, we just don't want to mess with. You know what I'm saying? So if it once it gets ready, then we can, you know what I'm saying? Because think about it, everyone always wants a cheaper entry, right? Everyone always wants the cheapest entry. But sometimes people won't think about where they are when they buy it. They'll just be like, oh, I think it's going up, so I'll buy on this red candle. Like, no, you can't do that. You got to wait for some sort of support to go long. You know what I'm saying? The same way you have to wait for some sort of resistance to go short. You can't short the market without some sort of resistance, right? It has to go up for you to short it. So the same thing, it has to go down. It has to find some sort of bottom for you to go long. You know, so you just want to make sure that you're not just jumping in shit. So, perfect. See, CN. So I said trim those shorts there. We already got this little gap in between here, right? All these little gaps. So as far as you know, this is big B's. Unless they just slice through that motherfucker, then it's wraps. But remember, market's gonna pretty much do what it did the first time. First test is the best test. That's just how it works. First test is usually the best test. But yeah, now I still ain't doing nothing. I still like this though. I ain't gonna lie. That's the only reason why I got this on my watch list. I like it. Plus, you know, all the stuff everybody been talking, like, oh, Trump loves this and hey, hey, you know what I'm saying? Pay for confirmation. Exactly. Exactly. Because if you get in early and it goes against you, you gonna pay for that, you know. So mind you, there's no rush. There's literally no rush. There's no rush. We're not in a rush to make the money. You know what I'm saying? We just and obviously we know, consolidation leads to expansion. So if it wants to consolidate a little longer, shit, that's fine. Because we know when it does go, if not now, obviously we want it to go now, obviously. But if it does not go now, then who cares? Kind of like earlier. It took us a little while to get through this level, but it was looking good. And then when we finally broke, you got that breakout retest, beautiful squeeze, right? Instantaneous squeeze back up. So yeah, we'll let this, get this confirmation first and then we'll see. But like I said, if you want to start scaling 760, 761 for tomorrow or something like that, you know what I'm saying? And then we can try zeros on the next test. Or you grown. you grown, man. You want to do zeros, do some zeros. I can't tell y'all what to do. But me, I'm sticking to my plans. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, give us new high. First test. Ayo. Already. First test. Remember, you can always take that profit and get back in. Especially now. What? Now we got the you know what I'm saying? Now we got the shit. We got that shit going. We got that shit going. Yeah, that PDT shit, man, this is a game changer. Bro, y'all don't know how many trades I've taken today that I normally wouldn't take. Normally, I would just, wait, hold. But instead, I'm like, bro, I can literally wash, rinse, repeat like as many times as I want. Y'all know I'd be on the basketball court right now hooping. I'd be hooping. Got my ball right here. But I said, hold on, let's get this a test. Spy breaking out. Ta-da. All right, look at that. Look at that beautiful breakout candle. We got in. Let me say it. It's a high of day. We trim. Y'all know the vibes. And trim. Trim in here. We're banking. There we go. That's a sell. 25%. This shit's too easy, gang. This shit literally too easy. And then the other one DTs, 25%. You see why it's just easier to just go ones. You save. There's no stress. We got the. Y'all hear the jazz? Y'all hear the jazz in the background? Oh, yeah. Y'all hear that? No stress, gang. You in for that? Yeah. Y'all hear the little jazz? And we got high a day, baby. And we got high a day. Come on. Let's trim. Let's trim. Y'all see how we coming? We coming trim. Y'all can't hear it? Hold on. Let me see. Maybe it's this. Now? Boy, what? Y'all can't hear the music? No way. The music half the battle game. Come on, Spy. We printing. Who gave y'all the entry? This is what we do. This is literally what we do. I gotta text all my students, make sure everybody caught this. I'm gonna be mad. I see some of y'all in here. I know some of my students. I know most of y'all caught it. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah. If you're in the live, I know you're printing. Take profit. Trim, 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 trim. Right? Trim. Remember, we can always get back in. There's no more PDT, right? There's no more PDT, baby. This is beautiful. I'm about to start flipping accounts. Oh my god. Oh man, this is so nasty. NVIDIA too. Wow. Would you look at that? And if we hit this major target here, I'm out. And y'all gonna have to see me later. Yeah, y'all gonna have to see me later. That's all I want. That's all I want. That's all I want. That's all I want, man. Look where we got in, man. Blue line. It's instantly. No waiting. No waiting. None of that. This is what I mean when I say you want the best price at the best level. You want the best entry at the best level. Of course, right? We wanted it to go up, of course, but you have to wait for what? You have to wait for that pullback in order to get the next leg, right? Do not forget about this. Don't be scared of it, right? You can't be scared of it. You just got to know that it's there. Respect it. Get in here, trim at new highs, and then wherever your next target is, you trim there too. You know what I'm saying? So you cannot forget about the pullbacks. 116% on those zeros, by the way. Type shit, you feel what I'm saying? Y'all see how we do? We do this every day. I know y'all been missing me, but y'all know I live on vacation. I stay on vacation. I'm actually planning my next one for next month. But if I'm not on vacation, I'm at the crib. You know, I'm always gonna be here for y'all for sure. For sure. Hey, my mom. My cat over here staring at me. I closed the door. All right. And we have officially reached the top of the trend line. So now, if we get that strong pop over this 5-day, it's gone. It's gone. And this is why I'm leaving runners, right? That's why I'm leaving runners here. 'Cause this thing, if it does push, it's gone. It's gone. And then it's gonna come where? Right back up here. Yeah. Pay us. Pay us. Pay us. Son. What I say? One of my cribs. Oh yeah. We still trimming. We wash, rinse, and repeating. I'm literally just taking all the profit, dumping that shit back in, doubling it, dumping that shit back in. I'm finna do one of those challenges, a band into 10 bands. See if I can do that shit in a week. Can you load where you enter next time in the field? No. No, I cannot. No, I'm just messing with y'all. I did. I told y'all. I said you can scale in here, right? Everybody else got in. Yeah, I think you just missed it. Yeah, look, I said you can get in, but you want to scale, wait for confirmation, then you can add. So you already got it, and then boom, now it's pushing. We already have our target up here. Besides, are we swinging when to use? If we break the 5, yeah, we're swinging. But of course, I'm gonna look for an initial sell first off the 5. Maybe not a big sell, maybe not. If we are bullish as fuck, we're gonna slice that 5, and we're gonna go magnet right to 760. But you know, we play level to level. That's how we do it here, level to level. Then we leave runners. That's what runners are for. But look left. Remember, when in doubt, look left. Came up here and we kind of had that sell at the 5. So probably gonna be a little more sellers sitting at the 5. So whether it pulled back a lot or a little, we don't know. All right. So yeah, all my zeros are gone. I sold all my zeros because, like I said, we're at the top. We're almost at our level. Trim into this, you know what I'm saying? We've already gotten like what, 3 legs, three legs worth of pumps. So yeah, we got the nice little. Remember, and it's crazy because I was talking. I said, hey, anything that holds in here is a buy, right? You wouldn't want it to go down to 753, but anything in here is a buy, and we just got it and rocking it back up. Remember, trend is your friend, right? Made it to LA. All right, hold on. All right, yeah. Remember, trend is your friend. I need the actual mouse. Be getting cramps in my hands. Yeah, remember, look, zoom out. Where are we at? We're at a breakout retest zone, are we not? Every breakout retest does the same thing, right? You have this zone in here. You got a little breakout, retest, breakout, retest, breakout, retest, double retest, 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 and it's a bull market. You know what I'm saying? Trend is your friend. That's why we took those calls at open with time. But now that we're coming back to this 5, you want to trim this because remember, just because we're in a bull market, we already got the bullish move, right? But we're gonna need some sort of pullback to confirm whether this is true or not, right? Or either a pullback or the next 3 hours need to just squeeze, right? The next 4 hours just absolutely squeeze back up. We're pretty much good. Then we'll have a shorter retest up here, or if they just want to squeeze it back over here, we're gonna retest over that, right? So either way it goes, you got to be careful because remember, there's sellers sitting in here, right? All of this right here is sellers zones. They chopped a little bit, couldn't really break out, and then boom. So if we are breakout retest, then or breakdown retest, then you'll get a boom, 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 right? Not to say that we'll go lower or whatever, but initially you want to see some sort of pullback, some sort of sell, and then we can get more entries. You know what I'm saying? Less for us in the day. I've been drinking all day. Yeah, we're almost at our target, baby. Give us the beep. Yeah, the beep is where I'll probably sell my last runner. I'll probably just go ahead and get out. Drink and sip and slow. Too late for entry now. Can I enter for 756 ZRDT? Yeah, nah, you're too late now. You gotta wait for a pullback. This is what I'll be talking about. This is what I mean. Like when we're doing this, people always get scared of this, right? But then they want to buy once we do this. You can't do that because then you're gonna get caught again in another one of these, right? We already got it. Look, we have pullbacks here. We had 30 minutes worth of pullback here, and then we just continued up, right? So when you see retests, you can't be scared of them. You cannot be scared of the retest. That's one of last noche. 40%. Mind you, this is 1 DTs. All right. Just because they cost a little more, whatever, it doesn't matter. We're still banking. 56%. So on the 761s that I told y'all, I got 50%. On the 760s, I got 40%. Zeros, I'm already out of zeros. This is crazy. I've washed and rinsed this same account like 4 times today. Yeah, and we're finally getting that nice little pop. All we need is one good retest, right? Maybe send us, boom, retest once we do this. And then if we do go a little lower, then we'll get something like this. Inverse head and shoulder. And then we buy off that, right? Either way, right? Either way, whatever pullback, as long as it's just a normal pullback, right? Remember, everybody wants this, but then they get scared of this. Everybody wants this, but then they get scared of this. Everybody wants this, but then they're gonna get scared of this. You feel what I'm saying? So you can't be scared of those pullbacks. Pullbacks is where you get in. You can't get in once the market's already pumping on you, That's how people get caught, just like yesterday. Oh, the video. Yeah. These going to the money. Our lotto's gonna be up something stupid. Yeah, that's easy bread. Should I add more to those lottos? Yes. Oh, yo, man, let's get John. Yeah, this thing might go back to 222, 225. Yeah, wait for this to pull back. I like this. I might get some more while y'all playing. Let's see. All right, yeah, I have an alert set on the video. Spy. Yeah. Trim that. Trim that. Take those, man. Take them. 45%. Gotta take those, man. You got to take those. You gotta trim, man. Especially now that we have the little whatchamacallit going on, the PDT shit going on. Trim. You can always get back in. My margin account. Yeah. Margin account's up 20%. That's nuts. Oh man, that's nuts. Damn. Yeah. Wow. Yeah. I like that. So now, yes, now we're at the top of this range. Hold on, let me share this with y'all real quick. Stay right there. Let me share this image. I don't know. All right, let me clip this for y'all, and I'm gonna pull it up on the screen right here. I'm still in the 180s. Remember, I'm out of all zeros, and you were trimming because we're up 40%. How can you see 40% not trim? You gotta come trim. Mm, 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 mm. All right, now let me see, make sure y'all can see this. Maybe it never gets sold. Bang! Right? We finally did it. We finally did it. Finally hit the top. So of course, right? Like I said, you might get a little pullback, right? Maybe into close. I don't know, right? But preferably, we want to see it just pop. We pop first, then it'll be easier to retest and swing calls overnight. But if it stays inside of this, excuse me, stays inside of this, see something like this. Hit the top, hit the top. We couldn't break. All we did was fall back in. So we don't want that to happen here, right? We wanted to break. We wanted to just go like it's doing now. We need that to break. But never told me about it. There we go. Hit my target, man. I gotta go in here and talk my shit. I gotta go pop my shit, man. About my private life. 6 days. Never stick around and see shit change. See that go. I'm like I'm paying last one. Yeah, I told everybody I said target is 75675. Yeah, look at this. So almost there. We're almost there. Dang. Look at that. 1016. 1016. That was right in here. 1016. Right on this pullback. Target. Still more to go. Still more to go, baby. Oh. Let's go. Yeah. Y'all know what to do. We hit this, man. Is this? Hold on. I gotta see. Let me see if my reactions are on. Let me see if it works. It's supposed to do like a. Hold on. Let me see. If I give y'all a thumbs up, I had to turn it on. Ah, there we go. Let me see if it works. Yeah. 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 We got the thumbs up. I think when you do thumbs down, it does like thunderstorms or some shit like that. I don't know how it works. If you do like this, you get like lasers or something. Yeah. Mm-hmm. My boy said spy printing. I know. All right. Any more? Give me some other tickers too. Kerry from Houston. FaceTime, baby. Wait on that pullback. Shit. That motherfucker going. That's crazy, bro. I told motherfuckers, I said, bro. I told my boy last night we was smoking, watching the game and shit. I'm like, bro, we looking at the charts. I'm like, wait, this bitch going back up, gang. We just got a full port. Shit, no, be shit, dang. Yeah, this is where we at right now. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Target's it. Target's it, baby. Mm-hmm. Woo. Woo. All right. I'm trimming those here. Now only runners. I only have runners, right? Now, because we're at the 5, we have to break this first. So any pullback here, here, right? Any of these pullbacks might be a buy if it doesn't break first, right? So you have 3 options. Wait for the break, retest like that. Wait for the break, retest here, or wait for the retest here. Either or. Hey. All right, yeah. So now those runners are up 50. Are they ever gonna give me an entry for now or no? Nope. Guess not. I wanted to enter on this so bad. I wanted to roll, but I guess not. They said get my ass better done. Let me see. Yeah, the video is going, so Spy might just go ahead and push too. Let's see. This is beautiful. That shit so clean, bro. Come on, man. Boys not doing this on live. I ain't seen no YouTube traders really doing it like this for real. You know, they love to come on here and tell y'all what they did after the fact. Well, this is what I did today. This is what I did. This is when I got in. Nah. Show us. Show us. Show us. Show us. Up 32% on the day. New PDT rules. Amazing. Man, tell me about it. I told my boy today, last night, bro, we're literally sitting there smoking. I'm like, bro, if this is very simple, if it's a very simple, you know what I'm saying, transition, bro, this is going to be a game changer. Bro, I'm up 30% on the account. Like, that shit is unheard of, bro. That's crazy. Yeah, go ahead and hit our little target for us. Just for the screenshot. This just for the screenshot, y'all. You know, you gotta get a little screenshot at. Let me see. CN, look, CN. What did I tell y'all? You gotta come because there's bullish buyers down here. Remember, big B's is buyers down here. So even if it goes lower, you don't want to sell into the first test of a buy zone. Right? You want to buy into the first test of a buy zone, just like SPY. Buy zone, first test, we buy it. Even if it doesn't squeeze us to new all-time highs, we still got this huge move. We prefer it, of course. Go ahead and break us. At least get us up here. Then we'll maybe, chop a little bit, whatever. Bow. Little inverse head and shoulder, you feel what I'm saying? Yeah. Yeah, now it's no good. What was the other one somebody said? Can you look up? AAO AAOI. AAOI. Did we go over this one? Oh, we did, because we talked about the fake head and shoulders. Remember, look. This is actually pretty decent. This right here. Bang. Go back to SPY, right? Remember this? Yeah, I remember this. Everybody and their mama was like, oh, we got a head and shoulders. And I'm like, gang, if it's that easy and that obvious, they're gonna cook everybody. Then this day, I told everybody, buy calls with time. It took 4 hours this day, and then we get a Trump tweet. Everything that was down, instant in the money. So yeah, them head and shoulders you got to be careful of. And then look, even more recent, this same head and shoulders, I said, hey, everyone sees this head and shoulders, right? Everybody sees this head and shoulders. So if everybody sees it, they're either going to do it overnight when we can't get in, or they're going to trick everybody. And then what do? Right into the bear zone. Tried to break it. Nope. Tried to break it. Instantly bought up, breakout, retest, cause it open, print, new high, all-time high. Right? So those fake head and shoulders actually do they do damage. So if this is one of those, if this is a fake head and shoulders, oh damn, kind of already got a little bit of the pop. But if it is a fake head and shoulders, it'll hold, right? Break to your next level, hold to the next level, and then it'll officially come out and take out that high. So if you did just get in today, I would say today would be like a starter kind of day. I wouldn't full size yet just because we're still in this zone, right? You kind of want to get above this first. 195 would be a main target. Obviously, scale. Buy time. You buy time, you'll be fine. You buy time, kind of like we did with the SPY 1DTs, right? You buy time, right? You collect on that when it gets right, and then you sell, and then once it hits, you roll, right? You buy more time, and then you just roll back out, so you can catch moves as they're going. You just got to be smart about where your entries are and what you're, what I'm saying, what you're looking for. Yo, bet was popping. It's breaking out. ALI, USB. Damn, USB, SanDisk. Wait, does USB have anything to do with actual USB? Ooh, look, breakout. USB, breakout, retest. As long as it holds in between here, you already know where your target is. Bang, first target, 57. Break it, right? Break, retest. Go ahead and clear that wick out. Boom. Target $60. This is a nice swing. This is something I'd be like, okay, this is this is a nice swing right here, right? You go ahead and get you a little couple starters. Mind you, it hasn't broke yet. So there's no real true confirmation just yet. But it does look absolutely amazing. So you want to, make sure it holds first on this breakout. You still got a couple candles up here. You don't want to get caught in a pullback first and then go, because that's just a waste of space. So you either wait for confirmation up here or wait for confirmation out here. But if you already got in on this confirmation, you're good. You can hold this. You can buy some time and hold this. USB, I like that. Costco. Ooh, range bound. Range. Range. Yeah, so right now it's just chopping. But remember, consolidation leads to expansion. So if this is consolidating in here, if it does break, retest, it's going to expand to the upside. But you got to be careful. Kind of how this had the fake break all the way back down. You don't want to see that. It's already done it once, so it's unlikely it'll do it again. But just to be careful. Again, by time, look good. Look good. Looks all-time high too. Shit. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, yeah. So you got a little ascending triangle. CVS, CVS, CVS. Where's our boy? Where's our boy, man? CVS. Where's our boy, man, with the CVS? CVS is breaking. All right. So remember, we need these candles to close first. Oh, yes. Looks amazing. What is that? 95? CVS. See how much these contracts are, first off. 95s are only $40. Is this real? Oh, these are 1DTs. 25 is right here. Shit. Definitely might have to get me a couple lottos. Oh, the spread is pretty wide. That's why I'm like, why is it? Let me see if I can get filled at 51. 52. Okay. That's still a bit high. So yeah, this candle closes. Look, we're just setting right here. This candle closes good. This should be a nice. Yeah, give it some time. That's just step one. All right, step one. Let's get back to our baby. Right, there we go. See how we're getting that initial pullback? Nothing to be scared of. Yeah, this is crazy. I'm not gonna lie. Cooked on SPY, holding till. Reddit. Yeah, okay, bet you're doing a small count challenge right now. Hell yeah, I'm doing the PDT challenge. This shit fun as hell. I'm already up 30% on the account. SPY on the pullback right now. Yeah, exactly. So once we crack this SPY, remember our main target was here and we just hit it. So you got to be careful just in case because it can, still come back lower. Test this again and then maybe break it later in the day. Obviously, the earlier the better, but you got to be aware. Remember, you got to be aware of both sides. Or if you want to come down, retest this again. Or worst case, boom, breakdown. It's all fake, right? So you got to be aware of all situations. So there's no pros to longing right here. You know what I'm saying? Longing into this 5-day SMA is what made us sell off like this. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not gonna long into that. I'm trimming into this. This is why this is our target. You know. Now if we break it, get above, then we use it for support. But yeah, I like that CVS though. I like that CVS. I do like that CVS. The 95 calls on CVS. My boy might have just did some, and it wasn't a bad fill either. The spread was pretty right, but Tesla, I don't like Tesla. I don't like Tesla. Tesla's ass. Fuck Tesla. Yeah, no, fuck Tesla. I don't like Tesla. I don't. Amazon. Yeah, Tesla just moves like a meme coin. It's just no point. I don't like it. It's just no point. Yeah. See now with Amazon, we're in that scary area of a neckline of a breakdown retest. Right. We had a little head and shoulders up here. That's why we had to get up out them Amazons. But yeah, so we got a little top, neckline, breakdown, retest. If it don't squeeze back above 260 quickly and push back up, Amazon's gonna tank. Yeah, nah, fuck Tesla. Not trading Tesla again. I don't know why y'all like Tesla so much. If if Tesla made anybody consistently profitable trading Tesla only, I would understand. Bro, Tesla does everybody the worst ways. You'll get moves, but then shit'll be gone when you try to play it back. You'll get the move, and then that shit'll be gone trying to play it back. So Tesla's one of the ones I only trade Tesla on Friday. I did do it yesterday only because we got that first move, but I'll never full position into no Tesla ever. No point. Not my trading style. I don't like it. I don't like the way it moves. Um, Tesla's one of those ones you really just have to buy leaps on. Just buy leaps and just don't ever look at them. You know, because then you get shit like this, right? Like look at Tesla's chart. Turn off all the everything. Look at Tesla's chart. What the hell is this? What is this? What is this? What is this? Realistically, what is this? Tesla has not moved since November 1st, 2021. We're at the exact same level. I'm not trading something that's been going sideways for 5 years. In 5 years, you either have to catch the amazing break or there's really no point in playing calls. Because think about it. Everybody who bought over here, right? You're good. You bought over here at the very beginning back in 2020. You're golden, right? Or if you bought on these amazing dips, you're good. But most people only try to trade Tesla when it's actually starting to move up. But that's when it gets really hard to trade. You'll be like, oh, this is about to break. It's about to break, right? You get a beautiful bull flag, gap down, and then that shit goes sideways for 4 fucking weeks, So I fucking hate Tesla. Me, on the other hand, I'm sticking with something that's directional. SPY. I don't know why y'all trade this Tesla shit every day. Look at SPY. How could you look at SPY and be like, I'm gonna trade Tesla? Look at this. Look at this. If you would have bought SPY the same time you bought Tesla back in November 2020, bro, look, 400, we're up in the 700s, almost 800. All you got to do is just buy calls. Bear market, cool, I understand. Bull market's easy. You're just buying calls, rolling, buying calls, rolling. Pull back, buy more calls, rolling. Pull back, buy more calls. You finally get the double top. You get the tariff move right back above, buy more calls, right? You get the Iran shit. We bought calls down here, right? We swung calls from down here all the way up here. Sold, waited, and we just kept buying the dip. Kept buying that shit. Kept buying that shit. Like, how could you look at Tesla and be like, I'm gonna trade this? You know what I'm saying? That Tesla. Not facts. Tesla should come with therapy, gang. Spies making new high day. Come on, right? You got Spy hitting our targets. Look at that. You see that? Hold on. I got pop my shit, gang. Get that little screenshot right here. It's a my little screen. What the fuck's going on? There we go. Pop my shit. Y'all know I'm popping it. Y'all know I'm popping it. Yeah, trim, heavy. All right, yeah, I'm taking those. 75%. I gotta take those. All right, I'm taking them, and now I only have runners. I only have 761 runners for tomorrow. That's all I got. Because I'm still expecting some sort of pullback. But even if we do go, I ain't really tripping on that. But I'm still watching this. CVS. I like this. Look at that 4 hour. See, this is directional. This is a directional trade. Oh, we already got that. See, it's a directional trade. It's already moving in a direction. Consolidation, push. All right. And we're not even at all-time highs. Gorgeous. Small cap names, when they do break out, they have a better chance of running. Big cap names, if they're not breaking out, get fucked. We get absolutely cooked. Yeah, I did like that. What was the other one y'all said? What was it called? It was like, fuck, what was it? Something. Hold on, let me look through the chat. What was it? USB. I like USB too. Oh fuck, USB's already pumping. Damn. Yeah, I like USB. Yeah, I like USB. Yeah, whoever asked me about USB, I know you green as fuck right now. What CVS? CVS, I'm waiting for this high. I got an alert here. We cracked this high. I'm going 95s. Simple. 95s. They're already dirt fucking cheap. And if you can catch momentum off of that, but what? More money, more money on. Yeah. So remember, first step was this. We got back above, cracked. We start. Remember, you can always start adding in position. I think we looked at AOI, right? Yeah, we looked at AOI. Right. See, now here it's at the gap. And AOI was the one that we bought off of the support. We played AOI, I think, earlier this week. Yeah. No, that was last week. Which one did we play? The gap up. Yeah, we played whatever this was because we got the gap close. Yeah. We played this one, but that's all I played. I haven't swung it. The only thing is I don't like swinging stuff that I don't normally play. But oh yeah, we were just talking about how inverse head and shoulders that fail are often extremely bullish, right? So we can clear this, we come right back up, right? Take out this bearish zone. If we do get a little pullback in here, it's fine, right? But the main target would be gap fill, all-time high on AAOI. So that would be a swing. That'd be a swing MRP. Yeah, see, I love these moves where they're like, oh, this is fairly new. This is some new shit. I hate it when it's too new because I'm like, still good, right? On the upper half of the channel. So all you would need, if you're already in, you're good, trim. But you needed to break this 30. Break out, retest, right? Get your push. You did, it's moving. Peep Costco. I think we did Costco. Yeah. See, I can't do nothing with this, man. I can't. Only reason is because, like, bro, look at it. You know what I'm saying? Remember what we were talking about? We want to catch stuff when it's doing this, right? When it's flagging, when it's consolidating. We want to catch shit like this. This shit, I'm not getting in that. But you know what I'm saying? Like, you want to get stuff when it's pulling back. Like SPY. See, SPY had this. We had our pullback. We got in it open. We literally don't need to do shit. Good, we're golden. So then now we still have targets above us. If you get in something like Costco, it's at all-time high. What's your target? More all-time high? You know what I'm saying? Like, you just never know. Look at that. So look, now we're at the 5. Now this is where you got to trim heavy because either this 5 is going to curl down over the next coming days and we can't break out and we'll get some sort of double top, or if we are bullish, it should have just flat through. That's the easiest way out, right? That's easy. Calls are always easy. You just hold them. Boom. You come up. Mind you, we have a gap at 760. This is why I still have runners for tomorrow because we do have a gap up. But if we do fill this gap, let's say we can still get past it, we possibly come down. So you got to be careful. We're still under the 5, even though we got this beautiful, beautiful green candle. What a shit. What a shit. I know all my students is blowing my phone up right now. I'm sorry, y'all. If y'all texting me, this is my phone. This is my phone. We're using the phone as a webcam. But yeah, I know all my students caught that shit. I know my boy. I had a mentor session with him this morning that opened. We're doing pre-market setup, prep, game plan, and he was nervous as hell. He was like, "Bro, I don't know, bro. Like, should I just sell?" I was like, "Gang, it's okay, brother. Just hold it. We're okay." Because he was. Remember, I tell a lot of people like, your problem is you probably trade on too small a time frame, right? You're probably looking at this shit. And this shit will fuck your head up, right? This shit is ballistic. This shit will be like, oh man, well, we're about to break down. But I told him, I said, hey, this won't be a breakdown zone. This will be your breakout retest zone. Because remember, even though, yes, it may look like a rising channel on this 1 minute, right? You go to the 15, what is it? It's just a breakout retest. That's all it is, right? Another breakout, that's all it is. So the higher you zoom out, the more confidence you have in the trade. Look at this. Not a single red candle once we hit our target, right? Finally got to pull back and then boom, next leg. You know what I'm saying? So the closer you are, it's gonna fuck your head up. Right. It's about perspective, exactly. So if your perspective, is it's like someone who has anxiety and they struggle with stressing about every little thing. Once you kind of take a step back in life and realize you don't have control over as much as you think you do, life gets a lot more fun. I'd be telling my girlfriend, I'm like, bruh, not that serious, gang. Should be stressing about like small stuff. And I'm like, bro, if you've already done everything you can do about something, what more can you do? No point in you stressing about it. You've already done you can do. You've done all you can do. Right. So same thing with trading. We've done all we can do. All we could do was look left. What happened here? We had a failure. We had a head and shoulder that tried to break down. Failure. Extremely bullish. It was so bullish, it pushed us up. Let's see how far. It was so bullish, it pushed us up $11. So because we know that, and because we know we came back, if we break out of this zone and hold, just like we did over here, where did it go last time? Oh, we test. It came up here. So our due diligence is telling us, hey, all you can do is look left. Looking left told us, hey, it'll come from here to here. And did it do it? Absolutely. Right? Absolutely. So that's all you gotta, whether it takes an hour, whether it gets, whether it's a 1 minute candle like this, that shit just fucking dumps, right? It is what it is. Even with Meta, like, Meta did its due diligence overnight. You had the little boom retest, you broke out. And even though you start to gap down a little bit, all it did was gap down to the retest. So at open, boom, it got that initial pullback off the highs, and then it just squeezed, right? It took out its upper targets where those cells are. And then look, now that bitch coming down. Right. Whatever it did when you look left, that's what you expected to do again. That's why I said Meta, you can't go long up here because you still need this higher high. You never made a higher high yet. So the only way you can go long is if you got the higher high and then proceeded to get a higher low. That's where you buy in. You don't buy just because it's pumping, right? Because that's what happened yesterday. People got in on Tesla. People got in way too high. There was no retest, right? We never got a retest of a level, right? We just went up and came down, right? There was no retest. So this is why we wait on SPY. We waited for the retest. Bang. We got it. Got a retest here. Bang. Got a retest here. Bang. Right? Eventually it's going to get weaker and it's all right. Okay, we can't keep breaking on retest. That's when you get a decent pullback. That's when you get those pullbacks that last hour, 2 hours, right? Maybe till lunch. That's why a lot of people will be like, oh, lunchtime is choppy. Maybe it's not that it's choppy. It might just be pulling back. It might just be resetting for the next move. You feel what I'm saying? And look, we've already hit our target from here to here. Anything else is a blessing, right? And that's what runners are for. That's why you leave them, to just let them kind of, collect all your money on. Because if you ain't getting no money on, you're not having fun on game. I guarantee it. If you ain't getting that money on, you're not having fun on. Yeah, I'm still watching. Main thing I'm still watching right now is CVS. Yeah, Costco's gone. We got to figure out what's got next for earnings. This is still a good daily candle though. I'm watching this one on the daily because literally 25's only. I mean 95's right there. I'm a pro, don't need it. Let me see. Oof, man. Yeah, I low key might just go ahead and start grabbing more spy swings. That shit looks so good, bro. I'm trying to wait for this 30 minute to close because we still got to test this five. It's playing around. We ain't really tested it yet. It's just sitting there. Right. That's where I was at yesterday. It's kind of where it is today. So it's not really moving much, but boom. And this is another reason why you turn on your extended hours, right? Because if we didn't have extended hours, we wouldn't have seen this beautiful bottom setting up, right? You wouldn't have seen this gorgeous look at this. Hold on. Look, forget about the wicks. Remember, we don't care about wicks. We only care about where the candles open and close. You got a nice little uh, uh, nice little inverse head and shoulders, breakout retest of the neckline, squeeze. You feel what I'm saying? So you gotta have them extended hours on, like, because mind you, we're trading at all-time highs all the time. So it's like, how are we supposed to know what the fuck to do if we don't even have no extended hours, right? If you don't have no levels, just like the other day. Yesterday, we took puts. Why? Because we seen the pre-market levels, right? The day before, we took calls because we seen the pre-market levels. Day before, we knew where to trim our pre-market levels. You feel what I'm saying? So it's like you need those extended hours to give you some kind of clues, like, hey, this is what we doing, this is what we fucking with, this is what we not fucking with. You know what I'm saying? Pull you up a drink and let you burn something. Yeah, we just need CVS 95. We'll worry about that shit later. This still looks good. What is this? Costco still looks good. Nvidia still looks good. Hold on. We might have to do a little Nvidia spam. Where's 220? No, you got that. No, you got that thing. We got 7 minutes left in the candle. So we're gonna wait for the 7 to close. You know, we gotta wait for candles to close. Even though it does look absolutely gorgeous. All right. Mind you, it's already got a nice little range in between here and here. In between this range. So if it does squeeze back up, top of that range sets 225. Need the kitchen. Yeah, so Spy and the video right now are the main ones that are popping. Remember, don't get scared of Wicks, you know, don't get scared of them. They're there just to trick you. You know what I'm saying? Look, go back in time. Look, perfect example. Everybody was like, "Oh, we're gonna dump, blah blah blah." Mind you, we're sitting at a support level. Everybody's like, "Oh, it's not going. You're getting all these dumps. Look at all these wicks. Look at all these nasty lower wicks. Wicks, wicks, wicks. Every candle, wick, 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 wick. Every single one for hours and hours. This got a lot of people out of their position, right? But if you don't look at the wicks, we only care about candle closures. Nothing happened. Low, higher low, higher low. Bang, we finally took out that high, right? It's that simple. And I tell all my students too, I always tell them, like, look, trading is as simple as you make it. If you want this shit to be complicated, stretch stuff out, go ahead. You know what I'm saying? It's up to you. The market itself ain't gonna stress you out. You're gonna stress yourself out because you're gonna either see shit that's not there, you're gonna be trying to anticipate shit that you shouldn't, right? What we just talked about. You can only control what you can control. You can't control that shit. You can't control that shit. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, waiting for this candle to close, but I do still want this. Fuck. I should have held all those runners. But them bitches did like 50% in 2 minutes. You can't see 50% in 2 minutes and not take it. Look, right here. This is where we got in. That shit instantly hit. So I'm like, what? Yeah, but you know, in the video, when the video runs, it runs. But you got to be careful because we have all of this sellers. You know what I'm saying? So you would be buying into a nasty little sell right into that 618, right? So I don't want to buy it into this because this is a major level. So I want to wait till it pulls back and holds a major level. Then I can get in, right? Remember, we need to watch this so we can get this, right? You got to watch this pullback so we can get this giant move up that we just caught, right? So you got to watch the pullback so you can get in, right? See, because if you're trying to go buying, like, oh, well, my target is gonna, nah, that's when that FOMO hits. Everybody starts feeling FOMO, and that shit gets cooked. Glad I took Tesla profit. Yeah, see, fuck Tesla. That's what I'm saying. What expiration? What? For what? What you mean? What expiration? That's not Costco. I'm saying Cisco. Oh, what's Costco? What's is it not CSCO? I'm saying CSCO. That's what that is. CS CSCO. Am I tripping? Am I tripping? Is that not Costco? Hold on. Costco. Oh, Costco is just cost. Is that what you're saying? Are you saying Costco or Cisco? Because I was verbally saying Costco, but it's actually Cisco, CSCO. Yeah, I'm not sure. Costco is cost. Yeah. So CSCO. Cisco. Okay, so this is what you're in. My fault. I just was calling it Costco. But I mean, same rules still apply. We got the ascending triangle. Bing. Nice little pop. Little double retest. That's cool, right? That's fine. As long as this holds, right? You break highs. You only have one thing to watch out for is at 130. You clear that, free skies, baby. Free skies. So yeah, this does look good. Let me actually zoom out on the higher time frame real quick. Spy's still pushing. That's so tough. I'm so tough. He's so tough. Hold on. This is nasty work. Ooh. Yeah, this still looks good. But been in it since 119 on Monday. Oh, what? Oh, you're golden then. Oh, you straight. Yeah, you straight. Look, all you doing is getting a little, you know what I'm saying? Getting a little retest, not too crazy, a little bull flag, consolidation. What? Consolidation leads to what? Expansion, right? So if it's once it's done consolidating, right? Once it's done and it decides to break and expand, it's going to expand pretty good, right? You can usually take the measured move below and put that same measured move up. Take profit at 50%. That's usually how you get the measured moves. What's the word on Lululemon? Oh, when is that? When is Lulu? Is that earnings? Is it earnings today? Hope not. Shit. Fuck, no, don't get me that motherfucker. I'm scared of earnings, man. Damn. 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 Yeah, this I ain't gonna lie. Lulu been getting Lulu been getting his ass kicked. Yeah. Fuck. I mean the best, maybe the only bullish thing you can look at, maybe like a little falling wedge, maybe. But that shit getting smacked. Oh my goodness. Yeah, that shit getting demolished. I mean, shit. Yeah, that shit is getting destroyed. But if you did want to try the long, right, you would need it to hold 118. What's wrong, baby? Huh? What's wrong? Come here. Ugh. Huh? What's wrong? Oh, you don't know? But yeah, I mean if you wanted to try, this is crazy because it's literally just dumping and dumping and dumping. But I wouldn't really necessarily mess with it now. Huh? Yeah, and if earnings are coming up, I mean shit. It looks like it's just been going down forever. I wouldn't touch that. Yeah, but it's stuck all-time highs. I think it's one first run table, only 130. Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. Like that's the thing about all-time highs is like it's scary because it's like, you don't have any targets. The only targets you have are the ones given to you in pre-market when you're trading at all-time highs. So it's like you have to go into each day kind of prepared, like, MMA look M oh mRNA. I'm like MMA. I'm trying to beat my ass, man. Hell no, ain't happening. mRNA 5 and 20 bounced off that. That is beautiful. You want to see him curling back up? That is good. That is good. And you got a nice little flag playing out. Yeah, this is nice. Nice little flag, low key. So yeah, this does break. You already know what to look for. Bing, bing. First test. 59.50 mRNA. Yeah, this do look good. I like this. And the fact that it bounced off the SMAs too. They're starting to curl up. So you would want to see follow through, gap ups, that's that kind of thing. mRNA, can I Saidu? Where you going, mama? Where you going? Where you going? Huh? Oh, mama. Say hi. She want to go play. You don't want to say hi? Why you don't want to say hi? Say hi. You just purring. Mm. She said she just want to purr. She don't want to say nothing. Hey, baby. Oh, my pretty girl. All right, candle finally closed. All right, mama. All right, yeah. So now, hold on, pause that real quick. Now we can see if we can get NVIDIA and SPY entries. Oh, come on, don't do this to me. Don't go that fast. Right? Oh my God, don't do that. Don't fucking do it. Don't do it. Fuck, bro. Literally, as soon as I put her down, them shit's already up 25%. Come on, man. They some hoes. Oh my God. They some hoes. Bro, no way. I'm literally like, let's grab SPY. I mean, NVIDIA and that shit's going. Let's get back to SPY. What the hell? Why it looks like this? Hold on. There you go. I'm like, the fuck going on with my charts? Yeah, this 4 hours looking so good. The hourly just closed too. Oh man. Yeah. Just give us that crack over that 5, bro. This thing is gonna push nasty work. Yeah, this is gonna push crazy. I just want to see if they're gonna give us a pullback, man. If they're gonna give us a pullback, or is this shit just gonna be like, nah, y'all good? Because we still have the runners. We still, mind you, we still have the 761s. The midgets are still going. There we go. Yeah, the midgets still going. But I just don't want to. I want to add, but I don't want to add. You know what I'm saying? Cute cat. Appreciate it. It's my little baby for real. Oh, my little baby. Let me check the. Damn, I don't have my login on here. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. Hold on. Y'all give me 1 second. Let me move this down. I need this Safari real quick. I gotta check the gamma. Let me check the gamma exposure. See where the market's telling us we might squeeze to. Uh, 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 uh. Mm, mm. All right, so we tapped that 5-day. Yes, here we go. I'm like, bro, they gotta give us a pullback. There's no way they keep going. Yeah, in the video, I'm like, man, fuck y'all. There we go. Okay, now we can get a pullback. I'm like, bro, there's no way they're just gonna send it like that. Yeah, I was gonna say that's not fair. So yeah, now that candle closed, the new candle's opening. So we want to see it come down and test, right? We want to see this new candle hold something first. Then if it can hold, in between the zone or whatever, then that's when we enter, from there. I was gonna say, bro, I'm like, no way they finna start pushing this shit right now. But yeah, I'm like, bro, the fuck? AAOI went up. AAOI. Ooh, that bit pushing. That bit going. Yeah, you good in that. Shit pumped. Damn, that's what's up. Dubs. Exactly, man. Dubs. See, then that's what it's all about, bro. It's just a matter of being patient, watching your levels, letting it do whatever. You know what I'm saying? These things take time. You feel me? They take time. Everything takes time. You can't just, oh yeah, let me just do this. No, it takes time. It's a stock market. This ain't the pay me instantly every day market. Stocks take time. Yeah, yeah. Once we get this pullback, we're back in, boys. We're back outside, boys. Oh, AOI is pushing. Yeah. This shit has started jumping since we've been on here. Yeah, that shit is going dumb. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah, see, look, and it already hit the target. See, we already hit that target. So all you got to do now, close above this, boom, right? You probably get a little momentum loss in between here because there's a bunch of orders sitting stacked in this area. So trim into this, and then if you get a pullback here, you can re-enter. Or if it just wants to fly, you get the re-entry on the upside. No PDT rule had me back and back 3 times, made 3K. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about, bro. This shit is, man. The only thing is I'm scared, bro. I'm scared they're gonna be like, nah, this shit too easy. I feel like we're gonna have some crazy volatile days just because. Yeah, see, finally, okay, now we can get some sort of pullback. I'm like, bro, no way in hell, right? All right, so I'll probably get profit stopped because I have a trailing stop. I'm at 40%, so if it does go a little bit lower, I'll probably get profit stopped out on the 1DTs, right? And then all we're gonna do, wait for it to bottom, right? Whichever where it bottoms, or like I said, if it just goes here first, but wherever it bottoms, we're gonna be waiting on that hoe. They go to school and do bottle service. Perfect. There we go. Bro, I was like, there's no way they're gonna send that shit right now. I was pissed off. I'm like, bro, there's no way. There we go. So yeah, we'll wait for it. Wait for it to pull back. Make sure you have profit stops too. Profit stops are easier than stop losses. Stop losses, you might get stopped out in one candle. Profit stop, you wait till you make money first before you get stopped out. You know what I'm saying? Trailing stops, gotta love those. Yeah, my shit's teetering right now because I have a trailing stop for 20%. So because it went to like 60 something, my profit it would stop out if it dumped 20% from peak. So if we end up going higher and it goes to 70%, my profit stop will be 50%. If we go to 100%, my profit stop will be 80%. Because it's trailing with it doesn't go down, but it goes up with the price. So if it doesn't ever go down, so if it does ever trigger, you're triggered out. You know what I'm saying? So right now we're just sitting at the little 50 ball. I do want it to kind of come down though, so I can get more. Like I can't just keep rolling out because it's like eventually you will get some sort of random dump. You know what I'm saying? This needs a pullback, right? This needs something, a good pullback. Whether it be in here, whether they do dump it from here and then we go overnight, whatever, doesn't matter. We just need something. Yeah, almost about ready for NVIDIA too, testing this area. Actually, let me set an alert here just in case I do miss the entry. That way I can still get in. Oh my God, this shit is holding. All right. Oh, that's what I was supposed to be doing. Let me check the gamma levels real quick. Let me check the gamma for SPY and NVIDIA. We're making good time. We've only been here for how long we been on here? I don't even know. ITM Matrix. Log in. Yeah. This is where shit gets serious. This is where shit really go down. Already appreciate it. Apple. Already got my login for me. Would you think? Mm, 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 mm. I still got the image from my days. All right, we're gonna check NVIDIA. We're gonna check SPY. We gotta see what the gamma. So it's positive gamma right now. That is good. Let's see. SPY, we're sitting on the control node at 757, which is good. So we could pin it here, right? Upside, you have 758 to 760. The highest node for tomorrow is 760. So basically what it's saying is the strongest call wall is right here. So we're inside of it. So if we accelerate through it, it'll start to push towards where the rest of those orders are up to that main target of 760, right? You have major support at 754. You have a bunch of orders sitting down there. Even 756, you have a lot of orders sitting in here. So if it does dip, you would want 756 to hold first, right? But a push is obviously what we want. Either way it goes, you know what I'm saying? We want that push. We need that push. Less than E. Yeah. Yeah, that's perfect. All right. I feel like a international super spy. You know what the fuck? Like I'm looking at some. Hold on, let me show y'all real quick. People, if I can get my damn. There we go. Let me move this over real quick. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, so everything looks good. NVIDIA call wall. NVIDIA's main wall is kind of right here where it is. All right, 217. It's kind of holding right now pretty good. 220, 225, max 225. Jesus. 225 is nasty work. Oh, so yeah, we might just go ahead and start buying some more calls. Let me see. Yeah, because if we break, man, this shit should realistically fly. So 1 DTE, 7. We would do 1 DTE 760 once we get confirmation, right? Nothing yet, but mm, 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 mm. Oh fuck, deleted that shit. Ah, there we go. Fly move fast when you do what you want. Mm, 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 mm. Okay, Spy. Okay, NVIDIA. Should we get in now? Shit. Let's see how much they cost. 761s are $50. Those not that bad at all. NVIDIA's still pushing. Spies, yeah. Spy should be good. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and grab some of those spy ones. I'm gonna grab some spy. In the meantime, I'm scared they might just squeeze this bitch today and I don't get a full size entry. That's the only thing that's kind of terrifying. Like, what if we try to get in and then what position are we looking for? 751 calls, 761 calls for tomorrow. AOI still pumping. Ah! Look where I told you it would pull back at. Look where I told you it would pull back at. Right? So trim. Remember, once you get what you asked for, you gotta trim. Because it's not like the market's always just gonna continue, right? Remember, we need this in order to get this, right? We need these pullbacks in order to get the big move. So you already got the big move. Now you need, a little retest. So definitely trim. CVS kind of chilling still. I still like it. I still love it. I love it. It's got 15 minutes though to show me something. You better lock in. Video, okay. The video is already pumping. Damn it. I missed the entry on the video. I might get in now. NVIDIA. What's 222s? 2 2s, Cruddy. Uh-oh, it's finally Jackie Brown. Oh my god. I keep forgetting to put that shit on market. Yeah. Yeah. So 1 DTs for SPY, because mind you, we need a pullback. So I'm gonna add whenever we do get it. If they fucking give it to us. But yeah, 761s on SPY and then the 220s, 222s on NVIDIA. NVIDIA. Tuh! NVIDIA's not fucking around. That bitch is not fucking around. There we go. And then NVIDIA obviously is gonna push up SPY, right? NVIDIA's price is now 219. There it is. Oh my god. Trim. Oh fuck. These are up 40% already. Oh, my fault. Not 40. I was looking at the dollar amount. Damn, bro. I should have fucking added full. All right, well, I got to trim now. How the game goes. You get an instant 20% candle. You gotta take that. Look, no PDT. I can just take it, roll it, throw that shit back in. Let's go, NVIDIA. Ah! Company, I swear. I know. Small account is up some dog shit. Did you enter Spy already? Yeah, I grabbed a starter. Spy hasn't gotten a nice pullback how I wanted it yet though. So Spy is we're focused on the video right now. Yeah, Spy. I still need Spy for just a little pullback. You feel me? We entered the video and that bitch instantly flew. There we go. Yeah, this shit is just going dumb. This shit is going nuts. Yeah, I feel like anybody trying to short these moves is just gonna get their ass handed to them. Oh my god. Oh my god. Yeah, baby. Mind you, we just entered 1 fucking minute ago. The other, remember, because we had 3 sets. We just bought, I sold all the instant pops, rolled, bought some more. Yeah. I told chat to get in. Let me see if they're still in. Let me see if I told them, I said, hey, NVIDIA 217.5 calls. NVIDIA trim heavy. Over 250%. I gotta make sure I keep up with my students and shit. You know, I make sure everybody, make sure we all getting paid, you know. All right. So cool. Told my students, let's lock it in. Let's lock that in. The rest of the NVIDIAs, what is this, like the 3rd or 4th fucking entry? 3rd or 4th entry, these bitches is going. We got some goers on our hand. All we need now is Spy to go ahead and catch up with us. Yeah, so NVIDIA is breaking that level. So you want to trim into this, obviously. You want to trim heavy. Remember, once you start getting a real push, you got to take those profits, right? Because you don't want to be like, oh, well, I'm just going to hold. And then you get a Tesla candle. You feel what I'm saying? You know, Tesla loves to give back its fucking gains, right? It's notorious for that. So in NVIDIA, you see fucking 30, 40%. You got to take that shit. You know, the whole point of leaving it is for leaving runners. You know, runners will pay you if it decides to go, right? You don't need your full position to be like, oh, I need to hold my full position. You don't have to do that, right? Because then at that point, you're leaving risk on yourself. If you see a move and it goes like this, and you don't take no profit, you deserve to lose your fucking money. You feel what I'm saying? Because there's no way in hell you see something do that and you're just like, nah, I'm gonna hold. Nah, what the hell? You know, fuck no. We literally waited for it. We got a little pop. We got ready for it. 1 candle. They 1 candle us, bro. You got to be a greedy motherfucker to be like, nah, want some more. You know, that's what runners are for. All right, here we go. All right, now we can get ready to wait for this pullback on Spy, and then we'll get some more. We'll just roll again. Basically what we've been doing, right? Roll, 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 roll. We're in that consolidation zone. That's why I'm not mad at it. I actually still wanted to come down here first. Give me a little inverse head and shoulders, then pop it. But if we want to go now, shit, I mean, I guess it's been what 30 minutes. It's been about an hour sitting in the zone. So if this zone is gonna be good, remember, as long as we're holding above, that's a good sign, right? So now, like I said, I'm in the 761s for tomorrow, but I don't want to add yet, right? Remember, we add into our winning position. You don't want to add into it while it's going the other way. You want to add into it as you get confirmation. Then you can add more. You know what I'm saying? Add more. And then you add, then you take profit at your next target, right? You take profit at your next, you know what I'm saying? So you take profit as it goes, but you add into it when you realize that you're on the right side. I might go take a little smoke break real quick. It might be time to hit a little Zah. Big Zah. Yeah, this is gorgeous because we already got that 219 tap. But remember, you look left. Remember, we said how this, you got to be careful for that golden pocket. So now because we already took that profit. We good. We either wait for it to hold, push back up. My shit going slow. Probably 'cause I got all this shit open. I don't need this. AAOI, baby. That motherfucker pushing. Nvidia print, SPY prints. Damn near. Hell yeah. Great fucking call. Hell yeah. Do you have a margin account? Yeah. That's why I made this that's why I made the small account challenge. Put a little Banderuski in there. Nothing too crazy. Trying to see if I turn a band into a 10. Or should I go smaller? Should I go like 500? Because we can reset it tomorrow. It don't matter. Yeah, we can reset it if that's what you want to do. We can do like a we can do like a $500 account challenge, and then we just put everybody during margin, and we can just see if we can smack that hoe. We blazing today. I'm telling you. Every time we hop online, bro, should be easy work. Look at this, bro. Look at this AOI. Fuck! That shit already at 200, man. I told everybody yesterday, did I not? I said, hey, y'all cannot be scared of this, man, because you want this, right? You want this huge pump. Well, you gotta be okay with a little bit of this. And then you get this, right? You get this after the fact. So this, Nvidia, Spy, Meta, all these different things that you did dump all the way, but then you still got this move, right? And even if it goes lower, who cares? We already took our profit. We good. We golden. You feel what I'm saying? And we're still waiting for this on Spy to let us know what the fuck's going on. Because it's either gonna top here, like I said, boom, we roll back down. That'll be the best because, like I said, it's just too hard to keep buying calls up this high, right? This is why I said that we're just gonna, we can get a little starter because we already have what? How much we are? 50 something percent. Yeah, we're already up 48% on the calls. So it's like, we have time. We have time. Anything that holds, again, holds above here. Now, if it starts to go lower than this, then you got to be like, "Ooh," you got to be a little hesitant. But anything above this that holds, fuck it. Boom, boom, boom. This is why I just want a higher low to be set. That's why I want it to come down so much, right? Because the further the more it comes down, the more confirmation we'll have of this level. Let us know it's holding. So that's why I'm like, hey, we can 200. Oh fuck AOI. Oh my god. Oh fuck. This shit is pumping stupid, bro. Oh jeez. Oh jeez, Rick. Let me see how much some AOI bitch is going for. What even is AAOI? Applied equities? Would I be geeking if I grabbed a dog? These contracts were $20 each. They're at 500. Fuck. 2 10s. We might as well fuck it. 2 10s. Fuck. Dog, no way, gang. Oh, this is nasty work. Where'd that high right there? Damn. So any close, mind you, got 6 minutes left. So any close holds this, right? Remember, you want to see a hold. You can take that profit that you made here, roll that shit up, buy more time, move your strikeout. You know what I'm saying? That's how you wash, rinse, repeat, wash, rinse, repeat, wash, rinse, repeat. That's why I'm always saying that shit, wash, rinse, repeat, because it's the same money you just made, just putting that shit back in at a cheaper price, at a further expiration. So now, not only are you still in the play, but you're still in the play with a safer bag. So let's say we bought calls down here, right? I bought calls down here. Boom, they already hit. Oh no, I bought the second set right here. My fault. Bought the second set here, 100%. Right? You take it, that 100%, I sell it. Because, like I said, we don't know for a fact that we're going to go higher. We want to go higher. We don't know. So instead of me being like, oh, I sell it, I missed the move. Instead, I took the 0DT that I made 100% on, double that money. I put 50% of that profit back in on 1DTs, right? And them bitches are gone. So then now, if I want to take profit again, basically what we just did, we took profit again over here. Now we're waiting to see if this holds. And we're going to buy some more. You know what I'm saying? We're going to buy some more calls. We might go Monday. You know what I'm saying? We might even buy some more time. That way I'm still in the play. And if at any point it decides, hey, we don't want to go any higher, then it's like, okay, if I do get caught in a move like this, I'm going to be down 10, 15%, versus me trying to just hold. And then you fuck around and get cooked. You know what I'm saying? Feel like I'm on edge to see. Beat, beat, baby. Uh, Come on, give us that secondary push. Let's fly. I'm still already hearing the music. Why does it do that? Why doesn't it let y'all hear the music? All right, we about to go. I wonder if I gotta play music from here for y'all to hear. All right, come on, Spy. Let's go ahead and add into those contracts, Biggie. Yeah, yeah, yeah. This bitch already going. AOI. There we go. Damn. Come on. We've been consolidating for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 candles. 2 minutes left. Go ahead. You feel me? Go ahead and show us what you about, Spy. For real. Yeah, this look good. This shit look good. Yeah, come on. Spy 757. There we go. Yeah. There we go. Let that shit fly, man. Let that shit fly, man. Yeah. Trim, trim into the push, of course. I'll tell you what, though, I missed that AVG. I kind of wanted that. Oh, shit. Yeah. Hold on, man. Y'all know what's going on, man. Y'all know what's going on, man. We really do this shit every day. In a curve. I'm with Swerve. I know. Just tell it. Yes, sir. Remember, trim into this. You don't want to get caught. Because remember, the 5 days right here. Right? So we got the push, but you want to sell into this. Because, yes, obviously it can just go and push. But you don't want to be that person that, you know what I'm saying? It's cheaper than the plug. I did that off of love. Look. Do with the glove. 70%. I like that. Spending just because. Ooh. Now we're at the 5. We officially did it, boys. We finally hit that target. Say when to trim. Yeah, trim into this. Yeah, you trim into this. All right. This is the 5 day. Remember, it's the daily moving average. Daily moving average. See, sometimes it takes us a little while to break it. Right. Here it took a little while. Now I hope we just go because we should be still bullish, right? We should just fucking fly. But you still got to make sure you're doing your due diligence. You know what I'm saying? So trim. Mind you, no PDT. Trim the zeros, roll them into ones. You know what I'm saying? Turn two. Turn two blicks. Do up 6. Come on, push. Go higher. Come on. Go higher, spy. Hold on. We had to put on our get money watch. We had to put on our get money on watch. You know what I'm saying? Bitch. We had to put on our get money watch. It's time. Time to go ahead. Yeah, these bitches are gone, man. 75%. Giving niggas some fucks. I ain't kill him because he blood. Just because I'm not. All right, I gotta do it. You know what I'm saying? The last runner of the other one, I'm gonna take most of those off because we are starting to approach that secondary call wall I was telling you all about. Right, sitting at 757, almost at 758. Oh shit, yeah, right here. Right, so I don't want to buy into this. Remember, we want to sell into this. If we break over, that's what runners are for. Who gives a fuck? You know what I'm saying? So yeah, get that up off you, just so you don't have to. You know what I'm saying? You ain't got to. Excuse me. Yeah. Small account challenge up. We literally just started this when the live started, bro. This is fucking hilarious. Yo. Can't forget about our baby. Yeah. Her too. 233. She gonna bump and boom. She gonna make that. I don't know what I'm moving. Another alert. 220. Yeah. Yes, sir. Let's go, spy. Yeah. I'm gonna have to put on the AP today. I'm gonna have to go AP on their ass today. Should I go Rolly? Should I go Cardi? Should I go AP on them? I might have to go AP on them today. Just let them know. Let's let them know I know what's going on. Yeah, bro. We really do this shit. So all right, look, we're at the 5. Trim those zeros, man. I'm gonna go ahead and call it here. Or you know what? I'll let the candle close out. I'm gonna have a smoke break real quick, smoke some catch a little vibe. Remember, enjoy your profit, man. You gotta enjoy your profit. You gotta take profit. You have to, you have to. Because well, even more than one reason now, because we have the PDT. You can take that profit. Remember, you can always get back in. But what I always tell y'all, you're never gonna miss a trade. You might miss, you know, a specific move, or you might miss a specific trade, but you're never just gonna miss it because you'll always have another entry. You know what I'm saying? Always. You're always gonna get another entry. These are up 20% already. Right? And now we're battling that 5. Perfect time. All right, I sold from my normal cash account and my sold from my margin account. So now all we got to do, wait some more. That's it. Right? This came out, triggered that, right? Remember, you just got to wait. Got to be patient. Everything's flying into its major resistance. So you got to just be chill, wait for it. Oh, fuck. AAOI. Good God almighty. All right, yeah. I'm gonna take a little smoke break real quick. Hopefully we do get a little pullback so we can get some more. Or like I said, we do just fly. Fuck it. What's a guy to do, man? What's a guy to do? So yeah, now what you could do is high of day or all time high, 761. Buy that shit for like 2 days. You know what I'm saying? That way you don't have to fucking sit and watch this shit. Nobody wants to sit and watch charts. This shit's not fun. So yeah, I'm gonna take a little smoke real quick. I need my phone, so I'm pause y'all. Ah, yeah, see, look, y'all in my little setup. I'm here kicking it and catching a vibe. It's kind of it's kind of rainy outside. But yeah, I'm taking a little smoke break. I'm gonna pause here. In the club with my gun on my banger, head full of chest full of anger. Thank you. I'll be back. I'll be back, ladies and gents. Penitentiary. Alrighty, I'm back. Real rich. Deep in it. All right, spy. Let's see what spy got talking about. Right back forward. Every 8 hours, I change it. Move forward. Amen. Amen. Popping out with a new chain. Told you you rap boy. I told about my friend. Richard Mary Plant. They weren't doing it for the state. They were a killer. When you feel like Tony James. All right. Hopefully we finally get this pullback. Finally. You say no to drugs, damn right to killings. Because remember, it's the 5 days, a daily moving average, so it might take some time. Or if they're gonna sell it, they're gonna head and shoulders that shit from here. Pink, pink, pink. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta be aware of either side. Bro, why is my shit going so slow? All my shit's going slow as hell. Come and show your luck. Never bought no credit, no grenades. I might have to close my Webull. I mean my Discord. Yeah, let me close that. See if that makes it a little faster. So I'm like, bro, there's no way my shit going this slow. Smart nigga like long story short, stuff, man. All right. Still looking pretty good. Alrighty. In my garage. The one on my car. Got Zod picker jobs. I'm gonna turn Kendrick. Come on. 15 minutes left. All right, so that's good. 15 minutes. Give it 15 minutes, right? We're at the 5. We do expect a pullback, though. I'm not gonna lie to you. Clean this up. Yes, this is beautiful though. I'm not gonna lie. Instant pop. So if we do get a pullback, basically the pullback will be in between here. That's why I'm like, bro, they need to give us a pullback so I can get another entry. Because if it don't, then that shit just gonna fly. You know what I'm saying? So we still want an entry. We still want that entry. We still want NVIDIA to push continuously as well. Now I'm balling. I don't need no church, man. I'm innocent. Like God put lights in all my friends. Daily's looking good. Everything's kind of looking good, right? It's at that decision zone. So this is where you want to be the most patient at, right? Because if it's gonna go, it's gonna go, right? It's gonna go, it's gonna go. And then you'll get the retest here. But if it's not gonna go, that pullback could be pretty harsh. So when we're at decision zones, you don't want to do anything, right? You just want to relax, let it do what it do. You know what I'm saying? Let's let the market do what it's gonna do. Come on, for it. Can you say I'm doing. I'm getting along with it, Bill. Yeah, now we're in decision zone. So we'll probably chill here till lunch. So I'm probably call it here for lunch. And then yeah, once I see some movement, I might come back on. But if not, y'all know where to find me. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know where to find me. Boy said Zabreak. Yes, sir. But yeah, so y'all know where to find me. Even in Discord if you need anything. Any questions, concerns, ideas, anything. And yeah, definitely if we get any any what you call it, any other like setups or stuff that you see looks good, I'm always here. Let me know about it. We'll look at it together. Still need this CVS, man. I still want to get in this bullshit. But yeah, let everything sit. We'll be back later on, probably after lunch. Set your alerts, relax, and then yeah, I'll see y'all later.